What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Doughboy Don. I'm here to give you my review of SmackDown Live. And as you all know, TLC is this Sunday. So, you know what I'm saying? This one was action packed from the jump. From the opening scene, it started out with the contract signed for the SmackDown Women's Championship match between the Irish last kicker Becky Lynch and the Harley Quinn of SmackDown, Alexa Bliss. Now, this match is going to be interesting. They both got a lot of animosity. Of course, there was a little controversy of their first match in Glasgow, which Becky did win, but it was with controversy because she had to disarm a lot on Alexa Bliss, but she had her foot on the rope. Therefore, the ref didn't see it. So technically, Becky did win, but Alexa Bliss was still good set, going around wide saying, I had my foot on the rope, I had my foot on the rope. If my foot wasn't on the rope, I'd be champion. So they're gonna settle it on Sunday. Who's gonna be top dog? Who's gonna be the real champion? We'll have that rematch. And then which goes to our first match of the night, which is a tag team between Dolph Ziggler and Kalisto going up against Baron Corbin and The Miz, accompanied by Maurice, of course. Now, as we know, Baron Corbin and Kalisto, they're gonna go head to head to end the beef that they got, except it's gonna be in a chairs match. And as we all know, for the last time, and yeah, thankfully it will be for the last time. Hopefully it'll be for the last time. Don't get me wrong, I like their matches, but I'm tired of seeing Miz and Dolph Ziggler go at it. They're gonna end it for the Intercontinental Championship. It's gonna be a ladder match. Now this match was alright. It was cool. It didn't end like how I thought it would be. It ended by disqualification. You know. Well, first off, Maurice the Miz pulled the ladder off from under the ring and put it on by the steel steps up on the ring post. I like he was about to hit somebody with it or throw somebody to it, but he didn't really end up using it. And then when the ref wasn't looking, Maurice kind of took the ladder and it hit Dolph, and then Kalisto hit Miz with the Selena Del Sol and was about to get the pinfall when Baron Corbin came behind and hit him with a chair. And so him and Dolph won by disqualification, but of course they didn't really look like they won anything. Yeah, man, it was bad. It was bad. It was looking pretty bad. But yeah. So the next was a little confrontation between Carmella and Nikki Bella. As you know, they have a match at TLC, a no disqualification match, and they hate each other. I can't wait to see that. I cannot wait to see that. Carmella's still acting salty. She's still being mean, girl, and all that. Of course, Nikki ain't gonna stand for that. Nikki gonna ride on her as she should. So we're gonna wait to see what happens with that one. I can't wait for that one. Next, we have the return of the Ambrose Asylum, which is cool. Ambrose was out there doing what he do, his little talk show. Except he ain't have Mr. Plant, man. Jericho, you bastard. That Plant had a family. R.I.P. Mr. Plant, bro. For real, R.I.P. Mitch. We miss you, bro. But anyway, he introduced SmackDown's newest superstar, James Ellsworth. As you all know, he defeated AJ Styles. Yes, defeated AJ Styles and won not only a contract to SmackDown Live, but he also has a future shot at the World Championship. Of course, AJ Styles come up in there talking smack, throwing cheap shots, this and that, a third. And, he kind of came at both of them. He pushed Ellsworth into Dean, and they started going at it. He hit Dean to the steps. Then, he just got in the ring. It's just decimated James, bro. It wasn't even cool, man. First off, man, he gonna slide him across the table, knocking down all the ladders and the chairs that was on it. Then Ellsworth was hanging from the ring to the floor, looking weird, like his feet was stuck in the ring. And then he was kind of down on the floor a little bit. And AJ took a chair, hit him right on the back, And then the craziest thing was happening. It looked like he was gonna get a Styles clash on the ring floor, but no. AJ Styles got on top of the steel steps and then ah hit him with the Styles clash from top of that. Dude, that was nasty. That was nasty. That was savage, man. It was ugly. And then we had a match, which is actually a rematch from the Survivor Series kickoff show between Kane and Luke Harper. It was a good match. Luke Harper, Luke Harper is he's somebody you gotta watch out for in the Wyatt family. For a big man, he's really fast. Just like Braun Strowman over on Raw. They both real big men, but they move like cruiserweights, man. It's crazy how fast they be moving. And some of the moves they be doing, man, it be crazy. But Kane got the win, just like on the pre-show. It was a pretty good match. They both look good. And yeah. So as you know, last week it was tag team turmoil, and American Alpha won. But there was a cryptic message from the Wyatt family saying that they had to go through them in order to be the number one contenders for Heath Slater and Rhino's SmackDown Tag Championships, which they had that match tonight, which was the main event. But before we get to that, it was announced in a backstage interview between Becky Lynch and Renee Young that Becky kind of had a little spine bruise because during the contract signing, things did get physical and it looked like she was about to superplex and hit the backplex on her, Alexa Bliss, from the top rope. But Bliss, kind of got her in the eyes a little bit, pushed her off, and she hit the table. It was looking kind of bad, but she's still good. She said she's still going to be fighting and all that. And the match is now going to be a tables match. And she said, I don't care if it's a tables match, chairs match, ladders match, stairs match. This Sunday, I'm going to get that little bitch. Hey, she said it, not me. And I said, go get her. And now the main event, the Wyatt family versus American Alpha. Now this was an interesting matchup. And this was one that I could see going either way. Either one would be a good match against Heath Slater and Rhino. Because American Alpha is like the hottest team on SmackDown, if you ask me. But then there's the Wyatts, who a long time ago, it should happen a long time ago, Bray Wyatt should have been a champion a long time ago. I mean, the only one in the Wyatt family who had a championship was Luke Harper. He was Intercontinental champion. That was weird or whatever, but it kind of worked in a strange way. So that was going on, but it was a really good, nice back and forth match, and it looked like American Alpha was gonna get the win for a second, but then the screen, did the little thing, did the little blackout thing, and out popped up Luke Harper, and Luke Harper saved Bray Wyatt by getting him out the way of a spear from Jason Jordan. He was gonna spear him into the post, but he missed. His arm, kind of connected, and then he got hit with Sister Abigail, and so the Wyatts are gonna go and face Heath Slater and Rhino for the SmackDown Tag Titles, the TLC, and then Heath Slater and Rhino have been watching the match, and they was about to get interviewed on their thoughts about it. But then AJ Styles came up talking smack, and then he got real disrespectful because Slater was trying to tell him, "Yo, bro, chill, man. Like, we're champions too." He's like, "Nobody cares about you. Step aside." And of course, Rhino ain't having that. So he get up in Styles' face, and Styles trying to be big and bad, saying, "Hey, you gonna get my face? You gonna get my face? You for real? You gonna get my face? Get my face?" All of a sudden, next thing you hear, "Hey, you bastard!" Turn around, and it's Dean Ambrose, and he on his ass, beating him down. And that's how the show ended, with Dean Ambrose putting his foot all up in the Phenomenal One's ass. So, all in all, I said, this was a good show. It wasn't quite as good as Raw, but it was pretty good. Like, I I say Raw was like a three, 3.5. This was just a three. SmackDown Live was just a three. And we'll have to wait for TLC to see what's going on, see what how they bring everything together. So that's my thoughts on it. So push comments down below. Let me know what you think. How did you feel about it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part of the night? Or better yet, why don't you give me your predictions early? If you why don't you just in the comments put down your predictions about who you think is gonna win what at TLC, and if you think TLC is gonna be good, and if it's gonna put SmackDown Live over Raw, because SmackDown Live they got a lot of catching up to do, and from what has been going on, from what has been said, the Royal Rumble's gonna be real good. The Royal Rumble's gonna be real good. Raw's, kind of putting some stuff together. But then they also got Roadblock and Line, and they starting to build that up a little bit. So it's gonna be interesting. But that's my review. Stay tuned. I will be giving you my review of NXT and also the first episode of 205 Live. That's coming soon in the next couple of days. So be ready for that. And of course, this weekend we have TLC. I will give you my predictions and then I will review it. You know what I'm saying? So it's your boy Doughboy Don. Mount salute. Deuces. Ah.